Hello guys, Cinders and Ashes here again after a year of being inactive. And if you're wondering what has happened to me, well, if you watch my Twitter, you would know that I've been uploading just like photos of the locomotives, but I never actually did reviews of them. But this time, I'm actually doing a review of one, and this time it's on a locomotive that you've probably most likely seen either on my Twitter or just on anywhere in general. So this is a review on the New York Central J3A Dreyfuss Hudson. So the Dreyfuss Hudsons were built by the New York Central Road for the 20th Century Limited and was tried by Henry Dreyfuss, who I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's kind of like how a GIF, whatever. But they were used for the, of course, 20th Century Limited, I already said. But the Dreyfuss Hudson, or just the Hudsons in general, were used on just mostly a lot of passenger trains and freight trains for New York. And of course, usually whenever they would actually arrive in New York, they would have to switch out their electrical unit because they didn't want any steam in the cramped corridors of the tunnels. So that's mainly why. And I've reproduced a model of one of them, number 5452, which is seen here. And the way I modeled it is I used a wooden railway Connor, and for the front I used a Lego piece, and around it I used clay. I was originally going to use a different Lego piece, but the issue is it didn't look well. It just didn't look at all like how it should be, and this one looks a lot better. I even have the sloping front for it, handrails on the sides. Then we have the crest at the front. I was really gonna print it, but my printer ran out of ink, so I can't. The numbers, and notice how with the windows, those are actually pieces of electrical tape. And so that's the engine. Now moving on to the tender. With the tender, the thing about the engine, it didn't actually come for a while, so I had to wait for that until I could actually start making the tender. But what I did to make it was, of course, I used gray paint and with the engine, and for the lining and just anything else for the other engines, I used oil-based paints that or Sharpies that you can just buy at Hobby Lobby or anywhere that you get craft stuff. Front, back, I'm using this one is the blue type because I personally prefer the blue lining on the sides than the white striping. Moving on to the baggage coach. Sorry if you hear meowing in the background because I don't know why, but my cats only meow whenever I'm recording. So, yep, there he is. Anyway, so for this baggage car, I basically tried to replicate it from the tender, but the issue was how it didn't go as well. And future updates, I'll fix that, but for now, it's alright, and I'll probably have to get a new white pen because, of course, it's dying right there. Everything. Don't even have the corridors that lead to the other coaches on it. Moving on to the one of the coaches, because there's literally another one. But if running what brand this is a brand called Whittle Shortline that you've probably heard of before. And luckily the white on this one and another coach appears a lot better, but one coach there's barely enough white on it. But I use the V-Rail coaches for them. And I'm trying to push my cat out of the way so it doesn't get into the frame. I have like 20, but this one Not everything's really leveled, but that's okay, because at least it turned out like a coach. But anyway, same thing with this one. The whole train's backwards, whatever. Moving on to the observation code, just what I meant by the low amount of white. This side got a lot better. Not really, though. It still looks like diamonds on turds. So. And then this one, this side, should probably use a better coach, especially with the Sharpie and the wheels. But other than that, it looks okay. At least it's consistent. And for the rounding part at the end, I just used a Dremel kit. And so yeah, that's it for that one. And then lastly, we have a caboose. Now, for me, why I'm including this one was because it technically goes with it, although Dreyfuss Hudson's never pulled freight trains. So I used a like green, not sure what exactly it was, but and I didn't, of course, dead printer, so I had to color it in, but it looks okay. It's a simple design, but yeah. So that just wraps up the whole Dreyfuss Hudson's custom video along with the coaches that it has. And so that about wraps up basically everything about the train. And hopefully you guys enjoyed and subscribed, and yeah. So please hopefully stay tuned for more videos such as like another locomotive I'm going to be reviewing soon. And bye.